interesting day. I look so fast, I know. We wanted to go to an outdoor track. It has snowed, and now the tracks have snow and ice on them. So I'm gonna do treadmill testing, which means that it's gonna be a little bit different for format today. I'm going to be doing 400-meter reps for my 5K total, and doing a jog in between those.
Cold.
It's so cold, it's so cold, it's so cold. On a treadmill, it's really hard to be able to gear up and gear down effectively. So I'm gonna stick to 2 different speeds to go back and forth from. I think I'm gonna try to do a 7.3 miles per hour speed for my 400 meters, and then likely more like a 5.4 miles per hour for my jogging speed. I will let you know when we get there. It's cold, so let's just like cut this down.
So Natasha, how did your sprints go or your runs go on the treadmill?
I love how you just said that. How did your runs go on the treadmill? It sounded like South Park, but no.
You told me I had to stick to the script, okay?
Okay, of course, of course.
You said you were gonna beat me if I didn't.
I will. Stop.
Don't hurt me.
Stop revealing my strategy. My run went great. It was difficult, of course. I feel less confident on the treadmill than I do outside when I'm doing speed work, because outside I feel like I can push myself harder, and if my legs fail, I just fall, or I just stutter step and I can catch myself, whereas the treadmill's always moving, and so I just get this in my head where I'm like, well, I can't fail then. Like, I can't go to a speed at which I would be like on the verge of failure. So yeah, it's just not my favorite. I did 400-meter reps with 150-meter jogs as my break in between. So it's 400 meters of speed work, 150 meters jog. So it's just a rotation. I think it took 40 minutes to do that. And I started at a 7 mile per hour pace, because just prepping my body to run fast for the first 400 meters. And then the other reps were 7.1, 7.2, and then 3 of the reps were at 7.3. And then I came back down again to finish off. So I felt good. I finished it. I didn't fail a rep. That was very exciting for me. That's like the most important thing, because when you fail a rep on a treadmill, it will hurt, and I'm so scared of that. Yeah, I'm very excited to get back outside. I'm excited for the snow to melt and for me to get back outside running. And that's it. That's all I got for you. Thanks for asking. Okay, I had to have a bath and just like warm up, because after, that's really bright. It's fine. I'm in my bed. After that run, I stretched for a bit, and it's so cold here. I ended up like getting super, super cold, going into an incredibly hot bath. And then as soon as I got out of the bath, I got punched in the face by fatigue. So I had to lay in my bed and do absolutely nothing. Not sleep, but like absolutely nothing. Also, do you guys ever just think, wow, she just like never gets ready for these ever, hey? Like, I'm sorry. Hi, Anna. We are now going to take our girl for a walk. Hello, because she needs to go pee. And she's the star of the show. Yes. She's so sweet. Her little sweater. She's so pretty with her sweater on. Yes, she is. I forgot to mention just like eating afterwards, especially when you're doing a workout. So I did have a half of a banana before I did that run workout. I earlier had more food than that, but like right before, I can't eat right before running, especially when running fast, or I feel like I'm going to puke. I have to give myself like adequate amount of time, but I wanted to try having a little bit of a banana beforehand to see if it helped with muscle cramps, and it did. I didn't have any muscle cramps that entire time, so I think I'm going to bring that in from now on. And then post run, I had a vegetable wrap, like there are wraps that are made of vegetables, filled with an egg and egg whites, soy cheese, because I am mostly dairy free. I should be dairy free. That's a whole other topic for a whole other day. But when I'm being dairy free, I'm very good at being dairy free, and I'm proud of myself for that. So win. But yeah, this vegetable wrap, these wraps that are made from vegetables, eggs, egg white, soy cheese, spinach, and this French Dijon mustard, this fancy mustard. And then Joey made me a smoothie, and that was really nice. It's protein powder, berries, peanut butter, and my almond milk. So it was just like a nice refuel post workout and restore post workout. And I'm starting to feel a little bit more awake. I think the food's starting to hit me now. So we'll take her for a walk. I actually love walking after doing runs like that because I feel like my legs are just so, they get so stiff so quick. So getting the walk in allows everything to get moving. And something to remember is your lymphatic system. Nothing moves out of your lymphatic system unless you move your muscles. And you can Google that if you want. I don't care. So if you feel as though you have some buildup in your lymphatic system or you need to get things moving, you actually have to move. And that's the best way to flush that out. So we are gonna go for a little walksy poo. I'll take a, why do I keep saying little? Whatever. Anyways, we're gonna go for a walk. It's gonna be cold. It's gonna be great. It's gonna feel great. We're gonna come back. We're gonna chill. It's gonna be awesome. I'll talk to you soon. Tell me more about that. What? You're very sassy. Okay, back to me again. My child, she's very hard done by, gets no attention at all whatsoever. So this is really hard for her to share my attention with you. Anyways, first meal of the day was a peanut butter banana sandwich. So good. Half a banana before my run. After my run, I ended up having the egg white vegetable wrap that I talked about earlier with the protein shake. And then I did have a snack. My snack was much different than Joey's. I had a bowl of Vector cereal with almond milk. He had a massive bowl, like a full serving of popcorn, fully loaded. You better believe it. And now we are having chicken, steamed vegetables, and air fried potatoes and yams. So the vegetables that we're having are zucchini, carrot, and broccoli. And I just wanted to share a little bit of how the food structure goes on days like this. I mean, generally speaking, I have 4 to 5 meals a day, depending on the day. Usually 5 if I've been strength training, but I gauge it based on my hunger levels. Whoa. And Luna will have as many meals as she wants. Okay, great. Oh wow, it's just filming. Okay. It just started filming out of nowhere.
Maybe there's a secret phrase that you just uttered.
There's a ghost. It was actually Steve. Steve. Okay.
Skeleton Steve.
Skeleton Steve.
Skelly Steve.
This is Joseph. You guys have met Joseph in other vlogs. However, if you have not watched them, this is Joseph, my partner. He is also an athlete, and he will be running the marathon for the first time in May as well.
Yes.
And he's also a physiotherapist, and that's why I wanted to talk about this, because after today's run, I've been having a little bit of aggravation in my left glute and in my right ankle. And I know that I've worked hard to fix my deficiencies in running outside, and that's why I no longer have this pain that I'm having. However, I have not taken the time to do that on a treadmill, and so a lot of the things that I was experiencing previous to now came back up on the treadmill. It was like I would just immerse myself in a new situation and I just forgot everything.
All you have to do is run on a treadmill to all of a sudden get injured.
Yes. Well, I'm not injured. So this is what I wanted to talk about, which has been so beneficial to me, is that I am dating someone who is, by practice and in truth, someone who believes in exercise prescription over allowing injury to be a barrier. Is that a good way of phrasing it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So whenever I have something come up like this, I'm very human, and my instant reaction previous to being with him has been, oh my gosh, I'm injured, I can't do anything, or I need to stop doing anything, or I don't want to overdo it, or I don't want to push it further and then injure myself further, or and I just automatically assume the worst, which means halt until I'm absolutely 100% better. And how that's shifted since dating him is actually asking myself, okay, am I like truly injured? So is this like a real injury that I do need to take time off of? Because there are those, they do exist.
Yeah.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Yes, good. Or is this an ache that I need to work through? And so it's like not putting myself into extreme pain, not putting myself into long-term injury, but instead challenging myself and asking myself, okay, what is this? Like, what truly is this to me? And how can I, if I can, move and move without causing more damage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's typically what you want to do. With any sort of injury, there's some sort of combination of pain and dysfunction. And so the last thing you want to do is to entirely stop or quit movement, waiting for that pain to resolve itself. In almost every single case, there are very rare cases where you want to stop. Maybe you want to stop acutely, especially if it's a severe injury.
Maybe you want to explain what acutely means, just in case.
Acutely just means like within the first couple of days of the injury.
Yeah.
But that just gives you an opportunity to suss out the severity of the injury, and at no point in time should you ever cease to work out because of an injury. You just find ways to work out around the injury and sort of build your robustness in other compartments.
Yeah, fix the deficiencies surrounding the area as well, and
yeah,
work through what that might be. In no way is he saying if you broke your leg, don't go and do. He's not saying go do squats. Like, stop exercising, don't squat.
Exactly.
However, can you still rehab? Yeah, that's kind of like the whole point.
Can you still train your upper body?
Yes. Yeah. And getting your blood flow moving is so helpful to all areas of your body that it just translates incredibly well. And so I'm having these aches come back up, and I'm not thinking about them as an identity anymore. And I think that's the big takeaway, is I used to think of my pain and my injuries and my previous injuries as an identity, and it limited me. It created this huge limitation in my life. It created all these limiting beliefs about what I was able to accomplish. And now I see them as, okay, they come up every once in a while, but I've lived without them, so I can live without them again. And I'm not as scared to say I am completely healthy and I also am experiencing pain. What can I do? What's in my house of tools that I can use? So
Toolbox.
My toolbox. I like my house of tools. It's like a little. That's what a toolbox is. It's a house for tools. It has walls and like a door.
It's got a roof.
It's got a roof. It's got beds. They all lay in their little beds that are made for them. We're getting so sidetracked here. Toolboxes are actually houses for tools. Make it a thing. Hashtag make toolboxes great again.
Yeah.
Cool. Anyways, I no longer see my pain and my injuries as an identity, and that's what I wanted to talk about, and that's what I think is insanely powerful when you are in any realm of life, but especially in fitness or sport, is understanding your body and being able to strategize without bringing emotion in and without making it who you are. Oh, I experienced this setback. Well, that's not who I am. It's one moment out of thousands. So I'm not going to make one moment everything. And if I can keep moving, I'm going to keep moving. And if I can keep moving forward, even better. But if I have to move just on the spot, that's what I'm just going to do. And so tomorrow, that's what my exercise is going to be geared around, is single side. Because again, if I'm still deficient where I go onto a treadmill and I'm experiencing these things, that means I need to focus in and hyper focus in on single side training still. And I will continue to throughout the entire running process until we run the marathon. Yeah.
That's great.
All Gucci. All right. Cool. Thanks for coming on. That's nice.
Yeah.
And at some point, Joey's actually going to come on and talk about what he's going to start doing running wise. Yes.
If that ever happens.
It will, and it has already happened. He started training, and he's just not sharing that yet. However, he will. Anyways, thank you. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow. Hello. Good morning. I'm teaching Joey where the camera is to look there. Yeah. So that we're actually looking at you. Okay, this is so. Anyways, we're headed to the gym right now. As I mentioned, I'm going to be doing single side training, and we talked about this morning, and I want to add just after our chat, my single side training isn't to like correct the issue I'm seeing in my left glute. It's to build confidence on my right side. So I'm a more confident runner on my left side, and running is a single-sided sport. So my left side is dominant because I have more confidence in my left side to do the thing that I'm asking it to do. Whereas my right side, I've had so many injuries that over the years I have become less and less confident in that leg. So my single side work is to build strength and confidence in my right side. I can run outside, no issues anymore with this discrepancy. It was just the treadmill, so I was bringing in a new stimulus, and I just went back to my old patterns because why not? Am I right? What's life without repeating the same mistakes? What would life be? What are you doing?
I'm doing a little bit of upper body and some cardio.
Nice. 30 minutes cardio?
Yep.
Nailed it. Boom. Okay, we'll talk to you after. We're home from the gym. We had a great time. Joey probably a better time than I had. No, I'm just kidding. It was a really good workout session. I did find some of the exercises that I did today, because they were new, it was really challenging at the end. So there's one with an exercise ball, and you put it against a wall, and you're supposed to lean into it, and then on the leg that's actually stabilizing you, the other leg's up, and you're just going up and down with that ball against the wall. So you're going
Try that
like
one more time.
this.
There we go.
And just repeated against the ball. So you have to make sure that the ball doesn't rotate. So you're using your core to stabilize you, the ball, and your leg to make sure you're going up and down. I should stop doing that. That doesn't feel good. And I did those into single side kettlebell swings. So you're just like passing through one arm at a time. I definitely felt that burnout. Those were new exercises for me today that I finished with, but they will end up strengthening me as a runner, which is really exciting. I have my medium run tomorrow, so
Medium.
I am going to aim for 10K. I'm going to aim for 10K tomorrow. We're going to see. It's really, really cold. Our heater in our building is not working right now, so I am wearing a lot of layers right now. I have like 2 pairs of socks. I have 2 sweaters, everything on. So we're gonna do this mashup of veggies, which is zucchini, broccoli, carrot. Thank you, Mix Master Joey. Yeah, zucchini, carrot, broccoli. That's it, right?
Steamed veggies, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, but it's okay.
Yep.
Anyway, steamed veggies. And then I'm making us some wets, which are spaghettis, which in
Some wet
English is
spaghettis.
just plain old spaghetti. I'll cook up the extra lean ground beef, and then as an appy, we're gonna do this like potato yam thing with these new sauces that Joey got for us. But yeah, it'll be a pretty carb heavy night so that I can wake up, have something light, and then I'll feel well nourished for my run tomorrow. So the hardest part of tomorrow's run should not be nutrition, it should be the cold.
Important.
So we're getting the digestion thing down. It's exciting. Okay, anyway, that's all I have for you.
What are your thoughts, Luna?
She agrees.
Whoa.
Roof. Good morning. All right, it's my medium run day. I'm gonna try and do 6 miles, 6.2. That's 10K. Very cold out. Very cold in here, so I'm not sure how prepared I am for this run at this exact moment. But I do have a raised style little circle scarf that I'm gonna put over my face. I got finger gloves. These are not the best type of gloves, but it'll just have to do. And we're just gonna send it. And if it gets really, really cold, I'm just gonna come home and I can finish my run on a treadmill later.
Respect.
But I'm going to try my best. And I do know that bathrooms at both beach parks that I'm gonna be running to have heaters in them. So maybe I'll just boot scoot myself inside, warm my hands for a couple minutes, and then continue on my run. We will see. But yeah, hoping for 10K. I will update you after. I already have my coffee, my poop, and my piece of bread with peanut butter. So we're
Check, and check.
ready as we can be. Good.
Good.
Didn't even ask me what I wanted. You made them assumptions. Clearly not your forte. Clearly don't be fucking.
Had to stop quickly at the kids' bathrooms because my water line froze, as did my eyelashes. I guess with my thing up, the moisture goes up, hot moisture goes up and hits my eyelashes. So they are now not frozen, but they're still soaked. And I think my water line's working now, so time to keep going. We're at 3.84 miles. We're doing 6.2 if things go well. Everything is warm but my legs. My legs feel like they're just like ice cubes this entire run. So noted for next time. Okay, I'm gonna stop delaying and finish this run so I can go home and have a hot meal and maybe a bath and consider what I'm doing with my life.
How was your run?
It was good. I did it. So 6.23 miles, 57 minutes. It was a low intensity steady state day. Low intensity steady state ain't as much fun in the winter. I will say that. But Joey's taking up the microwave, so I'm gonna have just a bowl of cereal. This is Vector, half of a banana, some hot ass coffee before I take Luna for her walk this morning. And I will be dressed much different for that walk versus the run itself. So yeah, I'm just really proud of us. I remember in September saying I can't wait until 10 kilometers is my easy run. And it now feels like 10 kilometers is my easy run. So,
Swag.
yay. Anyways, I think that's where I'm going to cut it here for the vlog. I'm stoked to keep doing these. If you have anything that you want to see, just let me know. Otherwise, like, subscribe. And if you don't do that, continue to live your life. Peace out.